Welcome back, everybody, welcome back. Well, I don't know if you can see it on my top left of the screen. Everybody's dying of hunger and water is running out as well. We are currently doing our best to get the water back in, so the water is going back on track. But the food is not. The food is going down such quickly that we cannot handle it anymore. People are dying at a high rate. And I'm focusing on every food I can get from every part that I can get. Sadly, we are about to lose. And not just lose, but really lose. I do not have the people anymore to carry out the things. I have almost the whole population going on here to gather food. And we're simply out of food because all the farms are empty due to the last try. Many people every food that gets collected directly goes away. And that was the bug that was what I was talking about before. As soon as there is a run out of food or water, the game basically breaks. And the developers are on top of it to try to fix it. But as you can see here, every food that collected directly gets away. It's extremely hard to get back on track. They are also ignoring collecting food as well. I've marked fields for harvesting, and this field, for example, it's marked as harvesting, it's doing nothing and nobody is collecting it. And people dying so fast that, yeah, well, basically we are about to die. We are collecting water, but not very fast anymore. So let me increase that one. Let me lower the refineries and increase the food production, because that's a very important part right now. Oh, the clothing is also gone. More people. Pubkeeper is not important right now. Morticians, I have a too low amount. I need a mortician, at least one. Refiners, lower them all. Increase the production we can to get everything back on track. We are increasing in food, but it's not fast enough. Come on, people! Oh. Very well done. We now have 2 fields with contamination. Come on, people. We can do it. We can do it. We can survive this mess. Work, collect, get the food. Move. We are getting normal rain soon. That should improve our way of working fast. But if we cannot increase anything of these, we are gonna run out of resources very quickly. How is it with the growing of the childs? More childs are being born, so people are getting happy again. However, the food is something we are definitely having a problem with. Pause the game. Task. Remove radiation. Go. They are collecting this one, so the food is increasing. They are collecting this one now. Food is still growing on the other fields. However, another one is going. Aww. I do like the way that they think that things are being broken. Basically, the game is broken because we do not have anything currently that does its job. Everybody is doing things, but not the things they need to do. We have no builders, we have no keepers, everybody died at once. The children are increasing and we have soon 5 more adults we can work with. However, many of the fields still are growing, and since the water is running out soon again, we are in definite troubles. We are having some big issues This is not good. Decrease those, increase those. I need a technician. People are dying faster than I can survive. We are increasing in food, but just because all my people died. All my people died. My gosh. All my people died. We need to increase the water flow now. We are now increasing in water and food, if I'm correct. We need to move quickly and fast to get everything back on track. We are not getting enough clothing to get everything done. The weird thing is, there is enough. There's enough of everything except for the charcoal. Oh well, we did get a thing of it, but... Okay, people, go down to the normal ones then. They're more scarce than the rest, but we at least are in need of clothing. And tools. Tools will be produced now. We are on just the edge of getting enough food and not getting enough food, and the next season it's another dry area around me. Oh, stressful. It's so stressful. Pushing up against everything, getting back on track, getting everything going again, getting moving, getting people without dying that quickly. We have a lot of houses standing here, but of course more people need a home. More people need to have a place to live, and we are working our ass off to get enough food to get everything going. Another challenge. Well, we do have enough herbals now, so we can heal the sick ones, but planted and harvested at the same time. I've marked many of the bigger fields for harvesting right now. Very important that we do so we can increase the food even more. And every next person we put into water. Since we need water, of course. However, I think the water is gonna kill us again. The ground is dry again, and we do not have any way of collecting water at the moment. So I think soon the best thing to do is making a collection stations around this area over here. For rainwater collectors. And if possible, can we make 4 more homes so that the children will be born a little bit more quicker to get out of this mess. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. We can survive. If we keep on working, we can survive. We can get out of this mess. We lost a lot of people, but we can get out of this mess. Yeah, no, I need to save again. Why doesn't it have an autosave feature instead of asking me to save every time? Is it because the game is made that way? Because I really have the feeling that it's quite annoying. Also, when you have the pause button, it starts rotating your screen. Although it's a nice effect, but I want to have my screen back on where I was. How's the radiation now? Oh, there is no radiation almost. That's good. The trough is almost empty and the water is lowering pretty quickly now. More people are being put into the water, so as soon as it's back we can go into it. And there is water here as well, so I started thinking, why not make a fishing hut over here on both sides of the water, so they do not interact with each other as much. And it will collect food, which we also need. There we go. We're almost out of tools as well. Most important thing we currently need to do. Get back on track with the food and the water. Same thing, we have tasks. Why do I get 2 messages at the same time? Why? Okay, we are out of bottles. Which means that the refinery needs to be put into action as well. Oh, cancel dismantling. I need to make a new statement on where we're going to collect stuff. There. And this one has still those ones. Let me turn it a little bit to this side so we have 2 separate areas. This one has no workers, I know. Oh, people started dying again. Oh, people, please. Oh. Oh, it's full. Our graveyard is full. First forester back into action. The water will increase. There is no draft yet in my screen. I have the feeling that people are dying of old age or sickness, but we do not have enough clothing at the moment. So I think that's the whole reason at the moment that we are having problems. No tools and no clothing. Come on, people, move. I know there are a lot of bodies on the fields, but just move. Can you harvest this? Thank you. Level 1, get 1 to those. More children are being born, that's a good thing. Plastic is being used at the moment. Cancel this one and this one then. So we have 2 buildings left. These 2 will collect water when it rains and it's not polluted. I will also turn this one into low. So as soon as there is radiation, stop and cover the fields and such. Well, the fields may be medium, the water collectors may be none. Good. We are slowly getting back on track. This one is planting. And there's no dry area reported yet. Let's keep it that way. So we can at least get back on track again. Oh, there's a lot of things going up in the air. We can start looking at power poles. What do we use for those? Is it that hard to see? Yes, it is. I find it nice that we can make the power poles on the roads. We have an energy source. We do not have storage yet, but well, for that one, we do not have plates. So you and the rest is all working on getting everything back on track. However, I'm gonna lower this one to 10 so that it will disable the making of electronics. More water needs to be collected. I want to make sure that I will not run out this time. And we need more food as well, but the fields are currently growing. Oh, there we have another one. Another one is reported. Cemetery is lowering again. Their bodies will be removed everywhere. So, yeah. There are bodies over here, but as you can see, there are people walking around collecting the bodies from everywhere. So, soon enough, the bodies will be gone. We are slowly getting back on track again. Well, the food needs to be fixed before we get to the dry area. More adults, more children, more children, more adults, more work. Well, it comes in waves. So sometimes no children will be born, and then out of nothing, it all goes fast again and speeding up pretty fast. Currently, we see a lot of children getting the adult marker. So I can start moving more people to the jobs, better to say, to collect more and more of things that we definitely need. Sometimes we are lowering that fast that I cannot keep it up. That's basically the importance of doing things. It's full. It's seriously full. The storage of this thing is full. This is also full, and this one is still being built, but we do not have enough plastics and such to get going. We do not have clothing again, so we are running out of cloth. So I'm gonna increase the refiners at the moment. More refiners means more stuff at the same time. I'm also gonna lower the bottles again to 20, so that we will have a lot of things. People are dying again, and that's not something I like. We have a new challenge. What is it? More settlers. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for people to grow old, people. Those challenges are not something I want at the moment. We need more people to refine stuff so we can get more stuff to survive. Why throw a challenge at me if I do not want a challenge at the moment? Although people are keeping their way of works. All the houses are occupied. And the bottles, that's something I'm gonna use for these two. We can make some normal housing. So we can increase our work a bit. This mark over here, gather wood, change location to here. We also run out of tools, but that's because we ran out of plates. So the trick here is getting the refinery to produce faster and faster and faster. So we can get everything as we want it to. Everybody is happy, I hope. We're doing our best to get to more and more people. People are sick at the moment. I'm doing my best to treat those ones that are sick. But we do not have much herbalists anymore, and the drought is already coming to me. So I'm putting the harvest now signal on the trees. The rest is too low to really cover. We just harvested all the food we have, so we have 3,000 food at the moment, and currently we are using about 300 at the same time. Oh boy, 500 at the same time. Lower down, man. Well, once a child grows to an adult, they will start using more. And there we go. Again. I can only say on good luck. We did do another task, so we got an extra boost of food and such, but we are planting things. Everything is dried out again. Please. Not again. Please. Please. Well, I think I'll leave it here. I thank you all for watching, and hopefully next time we will not end up like we did before. Thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one. Good luck!